Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Darryl L. Jones from bebetteronpurpose.com, and I'm the creator of the Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones YouTube channel. And in today's video, I have a question for you. Do you know when to keep quiet? Stay tuned, and at the end I'll give you a solution to this question that I give so many people who are watching my videos and want to be better on purpose. I will bless the Lord at all times, and His praises shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make its boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear of it and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt God's name together, for truly this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ephesians 4:29 tells us to say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listens. There's a story about some monks at a remote monastery deep in the woods who followed a rigid vow of silence. Their vow could only be broken once a year on Christmas by one monk. That one monk could speak only one sentence. So one Christmas, Brother Thomas had his turn to speak and said, "I love the delightful mashed potatoes we have every year with our Christmas roast." Then he sat down. Silence ensued for 365 days. Then on the next Christmas, Brother Michael got his turn and said, "I think the mashed potatoes are lumpy, and I truly despise them." Once again, silence ensued for 365 days. The following Christmas, Brother Paul rose and said, "I'm fed up with this constant bickering. The absurdity cuts to a truth. Some couples can carry on a conflict that nearly lasts forever." It may seem a bit unorthodox that I would ask you, do you know when not to talk? Or do you know when to keep quiet? And I'm basically telling you to stop talking, but let's be honest. Some conversations simply don't need to take place. As a matter of fact, they are a waste of our time. If you've been telling your partner for 3 years to get their clothes off the floor and they're still doing it, or you've been arguing for the past few summers about whether or not to buy an expensive barbecue grill, it might be time to take a permanent break from that particular conversation. Because at some point, you've got to realize that talking is not going to provide the solution you desire. Relationships are one long conversation checkered by disputes. The point is that if your conversations are getting you nowhere, you need to give it a rest and reclaim the time you've been wasting on them. Of course, in some cases, there are actions you can take that do speak louder than words. If you've asked, pleaded, threatened, and analyzed your partner on the subject of getting their clothes off the floor, and they keeps promising to do so but never does, you have some options. First option, you could decide to pick them up for them and say nothing else about it. Or you could leave it there and say nothing about it. Or you could step on them and throw them away because obviously they don't care about them. This option is for those with a mean streak, and I don't recommend it because the only option not available to you right now is to keep talking about it. The bottom line is that you need to give up the conversations you keep having over and over and over. They will grind both of you down and steal precious time from talks that could be more meaningful. So when do you most need to not talk or to be quiet in your relationships? So if you already know this, or if you like to know this, leave a comment below. And let me encourage, engage, empower, inspire, and motivate you to trust God and trust the faith in God that is within you. I've learned that it's never too late to get it straight. Therefore, I want to encourage you to forgive yourself of anything hindering you from reaching the purpose that God has for your life. And then to find a team of encouragers who are committed to teaching what the Word of God says about living in your God-given purposes. Find a church home, if you haven't already, where you can experience the blessing of a true, genuine, and authentic community. And yes, weapons may form against us, but they shall not, they cannot, and they will not prosper against us, because we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. If this video has helped you in any way, please feel free to share it with a friend. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button now. Book me to speak at your next event by simply sending me an email to bebetteronpurpose@gmail.com. And visit my websites at www.bebetteronpurpose.com and visit my church, Champions for Christ Church website at www.c4cchurch.com. And yes, I'm available on social media, so connect with me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dr. Darryl L. Jones or Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Well, until we're together again, thank you so much for watching this video from Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones, and we will see you again very soon.